Welcome back, this is Nerd Dad on episode 14 of our Factorio playthrough. Last time we left off, and we were just getting ourselves slowly towards blue science packs here, and what we're going to do is we're going to continue pressing on and trying to get those engines in place. Got a couple trees here we need to slay with our great mighty axe, or iron pick. It's kind of weird that we use a pick. Is it a pickaxe, or is it a pick? It's an iron axe. Okay, I don't feel so bad. I was kind of feeling it was weird chopping down a tree with just a pick. It'd be kind of slow and painful. Yes, aesthetics. I know. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to get these engines up and running. And what is it going to take us to build some engines? Well, it's going to take us some steel, some gears, some iron plate. Now, we've got the gears already. We got the pipes coming in. And we just need the steel. So we're kind of already set ourselves all up for it. Our plan is starting to work. What have we got? Just making sure we got everything we need. We've got quite a few templates going. Yeah, things are starting to come together. Okay, I'm just thinking about how we want to lay this out. If we want engines on the outside, then we can maybe combine it with this line, and that we can run up into our science packs. I think that should work really well. Okay, I think the last thing I want to do here is just kind of run up here and run over here. And let's grab ourselves a nice big full load of these. This is where this is wonderful having this set up because you just don't have to worry about it. I think we'll start moving away from the telephone poles, start moving into those. And I'm going to just think about maybe ditching a few of these. I'm not going to want yellows anymore, so let's get rid of the yellows. And we'll get rid of those. We'll have to rebuild a few blueprints here. Okay, and engines. Just making sure we get our layout just the way we want her. Okay, so we're going to do our engines on the outside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that real quickly. Seems like a strange one to grab, but having a plain slate of 6 sometimes is a really nice thing to have. And we're just going to come out the outside edge here and just lay that in nice and tight beside there. And we'll move to blues. Oh, if I could just call my bots to bring me some blues, but I can't. Okay, and now that we keep doing this, let's start converting to looking a little bit different. And we've got lights now, so we'll start putting them all in the same place. Not 2 at a time, though. Okay, so this is looking really good. We've got these engines. We already kind of know what they need. And what we want to do is just... kind of looks like I don't like... kind of looks like? Well, I know it looks like. I don't like the way I set this line up. I'm going to want to move this over just one. And I'm going to do that because what I want to do is I want to put a splitter right in there. So we're just going to pull that off there for a second. And it would be nice if we could get ourselves... You know what we should do is we should also automate. Because see how long that's going to take us to build one splitter? We should automate that process. So we should get up there and get to work on that as well. Okay, so we're going to just assume for a second that we actually successfully create this splitter. And we're going to just bring it over like this. And it's going to come straight down this side here. And, in fact, we're probably going to want another splitter there eventually is my guess. And that would be our input for our pipe and our iron gears. And this is going to be our line right down into our steel. Extend these buses a bit. There we go. And we're actually going to want another red on there too, so we'll just ask for another one, and we'll just steal this one for now. Oh, that was supposed to be for the other thing. How dare you? Well, while we're waiting for that other one to build, why don't we just do some work here and extend some lines. Start painting. Something satisfying about watching those those lines extend. It's just kind of like, whoa, that's kind of cool. Okay, it's like when I steal things off of them and they fill right back in when you've got a nice thick bead going. Okay, and let's just quickly get these. We're going to want input on both sides. I thought for a second there I didn't have an output, and I was like, wow, really? Scared myself. Okay, oh, we ran out of reds. We'll grab a couple quick reds, and then we'll go pick up some materials here real quick. Okay, and we need you, so right there. And you can see that the way we've got these laid out, they'll actually start just doing what we want them to. This layout, I prefer it with the lights because you get the lighting, and with the bigger power poles, you have the space for it, whereas you don't have that spacing when you've got it filled up with the small telephone poles like back here. Well, not there, but, you know, back there where you don't have the ability to do it. Not there, there. Have we got this thing built yet? I think we're going to go deal with that problem, too. There we go. That's a nice looking look, too. I like that. That looks really pretty. Okay, so we're going to see this come in. We'll start seeing our engines kick out. And I think we're just going to put a few of those in a box for a second. We can always feed them back into the line. And that's okay. But these should come out pretty decently. Now, here I've been waiting for the thing to go do-do-do, and it probably did. We want to make sure we grab this advanced electronics. And, yeah, we're going to have to get a plastics before we get to there. So we're going to... a lot of work in front of us here. Okay, so we're just going to leave those engines kind of churning along because we're going to need some engines for some trains and all sorts of things to get plastics down here. We got all sorts of stuff we got planned for us. Okay, so we're just going to keep that kind of moving along. And yeah, we might have to move that box to the other end eventually and feed it in. And we're going to need these pump jacks. Why don't we grab some of those while we're here? We got these. Already got them. Never mind. Silly me. And I want to get this thing up and running because... what am I doing? I'm going for a joyride. Okay, so here's what we want to do with these. This one's going to build one of these, and for that we need some plate, we need some greens, and we need the transport belts. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a line in right like this. Like that? How about like that? We'll save as many as we can. And I think we'll just start beading this off now. No, I said beading. My goodness. Dirty minds. Okay, just put this right here, and this one will just... if we only had what we're about to build, we would be in great shape. Let's just grab a few of these. It's nice to have those in your bag because then you don't have to constantly be making them, and that was what was taking so long. Now I can make them a lot faster. Actually, I could have just grabbed these here too. Got you connected yet? Yeah, you're doing your thing. So why are you not spitting out? Oh, look at me. Spinning things backwards. Let's get these going the right way. There we go. I was just wondering why that wasn't double lined. Now it is. Okay, so that's working perfect. And now we're going to get ourselves... let's just get the splitter on here. Kind of doing conversion on the fly here. Often what I'll do is I'll just go back and replace everything once we get kind of things built up a bit. Okay, we're going to pick up some supplies for sure. Okay, we got this, and then we're going to want to run another line. Yes, another line. So that means we want another splitter. And we're going to run that one right up like this. What is that supposed to... my eyes are backwards. It's backwards day. And why did I do that? That's a great question. When we don't want it like that, we want it as far in as it'll go, because typically you need stuff. There we go. And that one should go there. Oh, don't be like that. And this one here. And we're going to have to split this. Well, that'll work. That's interesting. We have nothing else. There we go. And now we got lots of greens coming over this way. So, considering we've only got one of the 4 up and running, I'm not even sure we're going to need all 4 of these. Because often what I'll do is I'll build these anyways for things we need down below. But hey, we've got the space allotted if we want it. And we can always, use it for something else. We can make a parking garage at some point. Let's just clean you up. Okay, and I should probably get a few more of you. 1, 2, 3. Just in case. Okay, now what have we got? We've got our plates. We've got our green circuits. We don't have the red inserter because we haven't picked it up yet, but they're so fast to make. And we just need a little bit of power here. The rest of you is in power. We'll just use wooden power for you. Yeah, just go old school, back on the old school stuff. Okay, there we go. So it's coming in. Now, what we need here is we need a bunch of gear wheels, more of the electric circuits, and we just need the splitter itself. So we just quickly add this in the between, add another one of these here, and you can see it's kind of going to be a recurring theme here. We just kind of run this along, and we just have to run this in to about here. We want to make sure we give enough space on there. And I think I'm going to need one more splitter out of my bag. Not to put too many out of there because, well, resources and stuff in the bag. And we'll just go like this and that, and we'll just put that splitter right there. And once we get this one on, we're going to need a little box here for now, because we don't have the blues. We're just going to put a box here. This will be where we pick everything up. We only need about 50 at a time here. And we'll upgrade you to a new power pole. Look at you go. Look at you go. Alright. And we should see that going pretty quickly. There, a splitter for us. Okay, so what do we got? Let's start grabbing a bit of material here. 1,000 of those. I really kind of, every time I take 1,000 off the whole line, our line just goes, oh, the pain. It just isn't quite ready to take over all this. These red transport belts. It's just, as soon as we do it, the line goes, oh, I can't take it. And so we're getting there. And that's the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to grab some more miners. We're going to run back down this. We're going to run back down this way. And why don't we go shopping, and we'll pick up a few more of those. Pick up some of those. Let's just clean this bag up a bit too. Wow, this thing's a mess. Hey, you leave your room like this? This is just horrific. Okay, I'm having a real hard time getting this laid out. And there's our splitter. I like to try to keep things in a place, and then you're not looking around so much for them, but it also allows me at a visual glance to see what we're missing or not. We might want some yellows. We've still got a little bit of expansion to do, and we're not really ready to move into lasers quite yet, so let's get ourselves loaded up there. Let's get rid of that one so we got the bag space. Let's grab both of these and feed back the 8. And now we've got a decent load going on here. Okay. Guns on the outside. Let's get the rail line over here. What are we still carrying you for? We're carrying you, you deadweight. Reds. We don't need you quite yet because, well, to be honest, we're not wiping too many things out. And I'm going to bring in this, just because we're doing quite a bit of building right now. And we've got ourselves getting set up for the oil, so that's really good. We really should just have a junk box somewhere. Let's go build a junk box really quickly here. I'm just going to throw it down. Where are we going to throw our junk? Where's a good place? Well, you know, like all good garbage dumps, let's build it right beside the lake. Hey, we'll remember it if it's way out here, just in case we're looking for something. We'll be able to find that, maybe. I'll be like, where did we put that thing? When this base gets big, it'll be like, oh, where is that? Alright, there's a bunch of wood. Let's take a little bit back in case we need some poles in the middle of nowhere. A little bit of stone, and the rest of it looks pretty good. Alright. Let's just... Still not too happy. This, yeah, you know what we need right here? We need another splitter right here. We've just got not quite enough going down over that side because this line right here is being held empty, which is okay. I mean, it's not like we need a lot of these, but we should have a little bit going over there, shouldn't we? Okay, what we want to do is grab some miners because I want to just beef up a couple of our lines here a little bit. Oh, we're out of gas. The price of gas has gotten too high, and I just threw away all the wood. We'll just steal that wood then. Okay. It's like, there, a bunch of miners. Being able to throw 100 miners in your car, I'm feeling pretty good about where things are at right now. Okay, that's looking good, looking good. We're still taking a lot of damage on the outside, so we're going to have to definitely beef that up a bit. And We got our stone train in here. Somebody hit by a train. Keep driving down there. I want to bring more ore online here, and we're gonna need. I'm just gonna grab 10 of those really quick. And steal a couple miners here that are not doing anything, so that's good. Not good that they're not doing anything, just good that we can steal some miners, because, you know, we only have 100 on us, and just because they're not moving doesn't mean they're not doing something. But these guys are all empty. Alright, let's get all of this figured out. Let's just kind of slam this all in and get this thing finished up here. We'll get all this ore coming out of here. That's covered, that's covered. We'll just use red track. Okay. Save it where we can, but otherwise let's use it. Okay, and we're just going to keep duplicating. Gotta watch out, because we've got a bunch of stone here, and if we get the stone in the middle of our track. So what you can do to check that, if you see what I'm mousing over with the miner, it's showing on the right side over in here. It'll show you what I'm going to pick up. So a little trick for you, in case you're sometimes mixing your lines and you're not sure why. That would be it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just eyeballing, saying where can I get 2 miners side by side without picking up any stone, and there's my magic spots right there. Okay, so I can probably throw another one there and get a little bit extra. I'm going to force one right into this corner here if I can. I can get 2 in there maybe? Yep. I can squeeze 2 right there. And we can get another one there. Can I get one there? There? Oh, I can go all the way down there. Look at that. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. That is going to be a good thing. We just need to bump this line over. This line's not quite where we want it to be. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't have a yellow line, but I want to use this yellow line, what we're going to do here is we're going to steal a piece here. And then we're just going to kind of reroute this one. And we're just go along here and steal these guys. And then we should just be able to reuse them. The reason why I stole that one to start with was so that when I had it in my bag, kind of running myself up. Okay, and there we go. You're going to need some space there for power poles, hot dog. So there we go. And that's going to work out better anyways. So we just go like this. You probably want to pick it all up. You know, just on the odd chance that you want all that power. Yes, I realize we just wiped out a whole wall. Whoops. I just realized I wiped out a couple yellows too. And we're going to bring you up like this. I'm just kind of thinking about what we're going to do with this one. I think we're going to feed this one right into there just to thicken him up a bit. Thicken up your backbone there, mister. Okay, we got you. You got power. Yeah, I know there's probably no real reason why I'm using wooden power poles here, other than they're in my bag and I grabbed them first. And can we connect you guys and get some power? Everybody running? As long as everybody's running, we're in good shape. Okay, so that's going to help that line a bit, but wait, there's more, yeah. What we're going to actually do is we're going to come over here and we're going to grab this one over here as well. And we're going to get this guy online as well. I really want to get this line up top thickened up. It seems like it's overkill, but if you don't have the ore solid, you're kind of running at a disadvantage right off the go. So I think I'm going to do it like this. Just kind of find the place where I can go from. And we'll just kind of quickly smack this into place. Make sure we got this last little bit. Yep. That looks like a good layout to start with. Except for... in that scenario, where was the track going to go? I'm not too sure. So what I'm doing there is I'm just drifting that one out to pick that little piece up there, and you still have coverage with the 2 overlaps. So we're okay by doing that, so it's okay. And we're going to just grab it all. We're going to get all this ore in there. I know we grabbed that great big field, but we're also trying to get rid of the ore in here, so we've got space. Who knows what we're going to need space for? I don't know. I don't know what I could possibly build down here, but you never know. And frankly, if you get it up and running now and you do it all at once, you don't kind of have to come back and do it again, because I know we've done that with the big one, but I think you'll find with how dense that one is, it will be going for quite a while. The density also matters. This one isn't very dense. Here, let's I think see if this holds true. This guy's got 10K. if we run out here and look at one of these guys, I'm guessing this guy here, yeah, 119K. So you can see the density on this is just so much thicker. And it's nice that they've given you a nice visual. You know, you can see these ones down here, but they're, you know, this 40K. But again, so much thicker than what we've got here. This is just a real scattering. So I may as well just get this because it's going to farm itself out pretty quick. So just keep your eye on that a little bit as well. That sometimes tells you, you know, how much effort you want to put into things. In fact, let's just bring these two guys down like this. Let's cheat this right off the end, and we don't have to put up an extra miner for it. Okay, let's just grab this. We might have to grab some more track before we finish this. Why am I going that way? I don't know, because I was thinking about going up the middle where my power poles are going to go, which is not a horrible idea. It's just not a good idea. And you, sir. Let me run on top of you. And I think we're there. Okay, so, yeah, we may as well use these wooden ones up. And chunk. I have troubles with these red ones, because once we get to this lovely state of red, which I love, we get to a point where we can't move around. It would help if I actually had the power connected, then I could see what's working. So we'll just have to eyeball it. And that's never a good thing. You're going to need one there. As long as we stick to our grid, we should be okay. I think that's got us. Okay, so we're going to just need some power over this other place. So we'll just run over here. And work quickly getting this. So you can see as I stated, it looks like overkill. Well, it kind of is, because we've already got this line doubled up. But what I don't want to have happen is this line to thin out when I'm off way over here, because we're going to be really busy over here. All of a sudden this line thins out and we're kind of, okay, what happened to all our stuff, and come back and we're sitting here and we're quasi empty. So I want to get us set up here a little bit better than we presently are. And we're going to just do a bit of a tie-in here. And we really need to get those splitters here. We'll just grab a couple of fake ones. Oh, yeah, how quickly we're relegated to fake. We were your most important splitters before. I know. I'm sorry. This guy is talking to his splitters. He's nuts. I'm telling you. Okay, we'll just get this over here. And down here. And let's get past these rocks here. Where are we going to come to? Right about there. Brilliant. And, you know, because these are on reds, I actually want to build 2 red splitters. Just because, well, you know, we're updating this side, but we may as well get going. Okay, so we apparently missed a couple power poles, so while we're building our splitters, we will go in and fix that. And we just actually missed a power pole. Nope, we missed 2. Haha. Right there. Get up there. Yeah, lazy. Okay, we got 4 lines. I love when we have even numbers of lines, because it makes it easy for me to do the figuring out. I can basically just say, okay, let's just do something like that. I do want 2 lines coming in, so we're just going to do this. You could have at least laid it out so it was in alignment. You know, dope. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. And yeah, don't worry about it too much, because frankly, only 1 line would have been in alignment anyways. And then we'll just run this guy over here. Ran the wrong way. Nicely done. Oh, fantastic. Click. And there we go. Now, of course, these yellows are going to slow it down, but we're already running yellow track here, and I don't plan on upgrading that too much. But, hey, we're getting it over here fast. But there's a nice thick line. So let's go see if that helped us out. I think we might need to do the same with this copper. I just want to check out. The thing we know is that we haven't got this copper coming up yet. So as long as this can keep maintaining a double bead here. You know what? Let's get these guys online too. Same reason. We don't want to be coming back here and finding out that this is dried up. Let's get this all sorted out now. And probably don't need that power line, And you're dead. I have a feeling we're going to end up trashing this copper in here. I probably will never regain it. I don't think I can jump as far as I need to here. Like, if we look. Well, that was a dumb place to try that. How about we try it there? See, I can't. I could get maybe 2 miners in there. Maybe. We could try it, but we'll probably try it later. Yes, I realize I just took you offline, but I'm going to change where your power comes from. Your power is going to come from there. Where does my power from within come from? Okay, perfect. Let's get another line right here. I can't do 3s here. How are we going to do a 3 there? I'm not quite sure how I'd pull a 3 off there. Maybe we will do a jump there then. If we do that, and then what we can do is we can just bump this one over like that, and we can do a couple 2s there. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's this. He'll be covered off by that guy. Oh, so let's slam another one in. So much for our blueprint. And we're just about there. Oh, that was a nice fit. Fit in really well. And okay, so now we just got to tie all this in, and the only place for us really to tie it in is probably right about here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just grab, where are those splitters? I just got them hidden away here somewhere in my bag. We'll just grab this for as much as we can, and let's split you guys together right here. Yes, I do like my splitters. It doesn't really matter whether you use splitters or whether you just do it with track. I mean, you can just put 2 track together. It kind of achieves the same thing. I just get used to splitters because, well, that's the way I like to do things. More expensive, I'm sure. You know, I probably don't need to use them. It's kind of a wasteful, but, well, we all have little nuances, and mine might be splitters. I kind of like them. All the cool things you can do with splitters and joiners. And a little bit of power. And you. And you. Okay, so that's that whole field, other than this little bit over here being mined off. So we should have a nice double thick line coming up. And I'm hoping when we come up here, we're going to see lovely things just like that. That's what we want to see. Double thick across the board. Some of that is because we're not pulling resources off, and we're going to go and solve that right now, because we're going to go and just say, give us your money, and we'll throw back that 37. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start getting rid of some of these excess things we're carrying around here. We're going to feed you this. We'll put you down there, and we're going to come up here and grab a bag of 50 of you. There we go. 50 of the reds. That's lovely. That should tax our line a bit. And that's actually not bad. I'm actually feeling pretty good. Let's go up and take a quick let's go take a quick look and see how our defenses are holding nicely. I'm almost wondering if we want to bring in another set of these and double up on the steel line if we're going to go lasers. I just want to take a quick look into the laser research. We're going to grab lasers right now. Laser turrets. 20 steel. Oh, we might want some more. I'm wondering if we can... We'll see if we can hold our own there. I think for right now, we're going to see if it'll hold. And if it won't, we'll think about what we're going to do for that. And we still have the option to bring in a second line of ore from the east as well. We're going to probably double that line up. As this line starts to peter out, we'll double that line up. And how is our power? That's the other thing we should keep our eye on. We're pulling 50%. That probably won't hold true as we go into the oil field, which is likely where we're going to go next. We're going to need those plastics over here before we can get into the reds. Oh yeah, speaking of things that we're making and doing, how's our engines doing? I can see that this is spitting out over here. Now, I don't in any way, shape, or form believe that this one line of engines is actually going to do us well enough. In fact, before we shut down here for the day, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly grab this. We're going to go like this. And we're going to do a quick pencil in with this, and we're going to throw it around backwards. And then we're actually going to grab all of that blueprint. We're going to use the blueprint and the actuals, and we're going to grab this, and we're going to build another one of it right here. We're going to have 2 of these. Yep. It almost seems like overkill, but it probably is overkill. I just got to make sure I give 2 spaces, not 1. There's the 1, there's 2. Why does that look too close? I think it's okay. And we can just clean up some of this. Yeah, that looks like 2 lines. Okay, so what we're going to want is we're going to need a bunch of inches. Now, often I find that this is maybe a little too much, but I find often that just 2 banks doesn't quite give me enough. So it's probably almost like I need 2.5. But frankly, it becomes cheap, so that way I don't have any problems. The miners seem to usually keep up. They might fall a little bit behind. We might want to put another bank up here. I'm not too sure about that. We're just going to play that one by ear and see how it goes. Hey, did I walk into that or something, or drive into it with my car? Okay, well, I thank you for joining me. This has been, I think this has been episode 14? 13, 14 of our Factorio playthrough. I've been Nerd Dad. I have been Nerd Dad. I will be Nerd Dad next time. And I am